Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on all my social media, and we're gonna jump right into the story time video because I'm really excited about it.
Just let me love you.
As you can tell by the title of the video, this is my story time on the first time I kissed a boy. Insert Katy Perry. So this happened about, what, 7 or 8 years ago now. I was in middle school and there was a boy and there was I and we kissed. Yeah. Oh, fuck with you. So me and this boy had became friends through mutual friends, and it eventually led to us, hanging out, in classes and at, recess and all that other stuff, all that other good shit, getting to know each other. And eventually we exchanged numbers, texting back and forth, hitting each other up, whatever. Not thinking much of it though, but we ended up, spending time alone, like going to eat lunch separately from the groups and just texting and, talking about stuff that, helping each other out in a way. So one day, I'll never forget, he had, we were texting and we were joking around about, just various topics. And he was like, will you marry me? So my response was just no response because a bitch was confused. So I left his ass on red for like 3 days. And because, a bitch needed some milk. And so I had to go and collect my thoughts. And finally messaged him back after 3 days of just ghost mode because we were on like I think an extended weekend or something from school, so I knew I wasn't gonna see him. And I'm like, I just need time to think because I didn't want to. At that time in my life, I was already debating my sexuality, so it's like, am I hyping myself up for something, or do I need to just simmer down and just take it as a joke and chill the fuck out? I decided to just go with the flow with it, so I was like, messaged him back finally, and I was like, I mean, yeah, sure, like, I'll marry you, whatever, joking, whatever, And from that day on, like, things actually started changing. Like, we started, like, really communicating differently and, started, like, hanging out a lot more separately, going to the libraries and just eating lunch together away from other people and just talking to each other. To the point where other friends were like, where are you going off to lunch to? Like, why are you MIA and disappearing during lunchtime? Because we wouldn't even eat in the cafeteria. We'd go to like the art wing and hang with like other groups of people, but like not the same groups of people. And then there would be times we would just go together and just sit, chill, eat, talk, laugh, whatever, watch YouTube, whatever. And so one day we were hanging out outside of school. We went down to the library and we were like we were doing homework at first, and then we had finished and we were just talking, hanging around the library and whatnot. And eventually we came to a stop and sat down at a table and we're just chit-chatting. And he and I had at that time had started like really doing couple-y things, like we were holding each other's hands and giving hugs and stuff like that. I think we even kissed before on the cheek. That does not count. So much so that that day was the day I decided, like, look, I don't know what we are. I don't even know what type of friendship this is at this point, and it's really bugging me. So in that moment when we were at the table, he had his head down, right? And we were just looking at each other, whispering, talking or whatever, and I'm like, are we gonna kiss? you know, and he was just like confused. And I was like, well, we're saying like they and holding hands and all this stuff, but that's it. And I'm sort of over it because I want to know what this is. So I took the initiative, and he had his head down sort of like this, and I just leaned in and kissed him. That was our first kiss. I leaned in, I kissed him, and I just went quiet and just like pulled back. He was quiet, but he like put his head like completely down, like this. Just put his head down on the table. Just stabbed the fuck out of my hand. Just put his head down on the table, and we didn't say nothing for a few seconds, right? And I'm thinking like, shit, did I fuck up? Like, what's going on? He's not responding. You know, all the nerves started like flooding the body, and I didn't know like what the hell to do. So I just started asking him like, are you okay? Like, is everything good? And eventually he looks up at me, and his face is so red. Like, I mean, tomato red, bitch. Like, he is red in the face. And I'm like, oh, like I don't know if he's gonna bust into tears, like, did I fuck up? What is going on? Nothing's being said. So he eventually just puts his head down on the table, lifts it up, and like something out of an anime, like he just, and I'm like, what is that? Like, no, don't put your head on the table. Like, speak. And he's like, no, nothing's wrong. It's just, he told me it felt good, like it felt right to him, which of course made me happy. And at that point, like, his mom's texting, like, I'm outside, like, it's time to go. So I'm like, I'm just glad, like, it happened when it happened. So on the way out, though, like, leaving the library, I was like, okay, we got on the elevator, someone else got on with us. The person got off the floor before the final floor. And so I don't know what it was again, but I'm like, I had asked him, like, are we, like, what are we? And he's like, well, that's when he asked me out, and then that's when I kissed him the second time. So he asked me out, and on the elevator ride, we're holding hands, like, behind, you know, like, just hidden behind us, and I just, when the person got off, we were getting down, the elevator doors are, like, you know, a couple seconds from opening, bitch. A couple seconds. And I just kissed him again, but, like, this time, more intense. I, like, grabbed, like, the lower back of his waist and, like, pulled him in. And it was just like, since we're really dating, that feels more like a really dating kiss. And that was it. Like, I walked him out to the car, you know, and we went our merry ways that night. And we had texted about how the kiss was and how we felt, and that's when we seriously, like, really got to, like, you know, becoming an item. But that's the end of the video. And I just gotta say, like, before you guys click off this video, thank you so much for all the love, all the support, for all the new subscribers, for believing in this channel, for watching my reaction videos, for everything. I would like to do a get to know me video, like, seriously, and I would like for you guys to send in questions. So comment down below, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Snapchat, your questions, and I would like to do a Q&A. I'm thinking I could probably do like a mini Q&A, like if you guys want a video sometime soon, or I can do a full-blown Q&A, get to know Athos for my 1,000 subscriber landmark. And just stay safe, wear your mask, stay healthy, stay sane, and until my next video.